Hello viewers, you're welcome to Express Politics on TVLC. I'm your host for today. My name is Abiola Michael. And with me in the studio is the lead analyst on TVLC, Dr. Akintunde Sami Vincent. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Good to have you once again. And also we are going to be discussing the political crisis in Rivers State today. Now we have seen quite the number of frightening allegations that have been flying around in Rivers State, and we are here to deal with it. So the first question goes to us, Doctor. What are the causes of the crisis in Rivers State?
The causes,
Yes.
I think we have quite a number of them.
All right. Please enumerate.
The first one is power.
Okay.
The second one is power, and the third one is power.
It's the same thing, I guess. So please.
Don't forget that I used to say that it's a popular saying that he who pays the piper dictates the tune. And this is a lesson for most of Nigerian politicians who are willing or who are planning to install a successor. Of course, it's good for you to have in mind a viable successor, because one of the way to know a successful leader is when you have a good successor.
Yes.
But can you influence your successor? Good. The answer is yes.
Yes.
You can influence the emergence of a successor, but not exerting a successor. That's another kettle of fish entirely. So the problem, that of Rivers State, is the emergence of a successor to the then governor Wike, Nyesom Wike, and the successor is the incumbent governor Sim Fubara, and the then governor has put in place a particular structure, but the emergence of the successor came as came like as a shock to the then governor when the successor is trying to put in place his own structure. How he feels, how he perceived that he should govern the state. And how he feels and how he perceived that he should govern the state is impeding that of the then governor. The beginning of imbroglio.
That's where the crisis came in.
The commencement of what Nigeria we call Wahala. And they're saying no. The then governor said, no, you cannot touch my structure. Allow my structure to be in place.
But he's no longer the governor of the state. So why does he have a say in Rivers State's political regime right now?
The incumbent Federal Capital Territory Minister is still the same, the then governor.
Yes, I know.
So, hadn't been this man, if it happens that after his governorship tenure, he returns back to his base, then what we are saying today may be different. But this man is still saying, I wield some power at the federal level. He's still dining and whining with the power that be at the federal level. And you are here in the state using the state power, the state machinery. So it is a battle between the federal might and the state power. But when two elephants are fighting, it is the grass that suffers.
Yes.
It is seriously affecting the governance of Rivers State. It is affecting the common man in Rivers State. So the issue of godfatherism and godson. The then governor and the incumbent governor saying, don't touch my structure, allow my structure to be in place. And that's been the bottom line.
All right, now let's look at the division in the local government House of Assembly in Rivers State. Is he a threat to democracy, or is Fubara, which is the recent governor now, the incumbent governor, just like you said, is he justified in his treatment to the rebellious House of Assembly members?
You just talked about the House of Assembly.
Yes.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Let's look at the divided government.
Okay,
House of
okay, yeah,
Assembly.
the
Yes.
division.
The division, yes.
The Jumbo-led House of Assembly
Yes.
and Amai Wule House of Assembly.
Yes.
See, this part of what we are saying, the structure. That's even at the legislative level. Even at the executive level, so many have resigned from Simfobara's cabinet, cabinet led by the administration. At the House of Assembly level, because you see, this Emmanuel has done so much, purchase form for virtually for so many people to vie, to participate in that election, and they've seen themselves as a son to the then governor. But now this governor is saying, no, this now, I'm the one in charge now here. I have to have the power to direct, to govern, and to rule the state. And some of them did not find it very funny. Most, they pulled back from the state affairs. To the extent that the House of Assembly members, because don't forget that the Federal Capital Territory Minister is from the People's Democratic Party.
Yes.
And the sitting president is from All Progressive Congress. So federal might is All Progressive Congress. The state might, Fubara is still People's Democratic Party. Now, to further use the might properly, some members of the House of Assembly, majority of them, they pull out of People's Democratic Party and they move to the APC. And then he said that to Governor Simfobara appears to be a threat. Said no. So those who are willing to stick with the governor, they were in their minority. So they formed don't forget that the governor is the landlord of the state.
Of the state, yes.
So those members, they became SY members of the People's Democratic Party. Now pitch their tent. They are not pitching their tent under the umbrella of All Progressive Congress. Under the flagship of All Progressive Congress. So they have their own house. Jumbo-led House of Assembly has its own house. So a divided house.
Which is not
so, but that of Jumbo does not form the 2/3 of what is stipulated in the Constitution. What that of Amai Wule, they are the majority.
Okay.
But does the governor of in Nigeria, the rules or our rule of law is is somehow very funny.
Yes.
Because even the governor, most of the governors, they have a whole lot of stakes into what happened in their state. And the state of assembly, they are always at the beck and call of the governor. So even if Jumbo-led house, they are in their minority, they still have the blessings of the governor. And this SY member that are now in the All Progressive Congress, they are now under the caucus of the then governor. But the question is, the then governor is no longer the governor.
It's no longer the governor.
So it is the governor of the day that carries whatever it says. It's the landlord of the state. So what do you expect? So you could sit there. So all that is happening at that level is a threat to democracy. Because the minority, if the governor is going to pass the budget, is going to pass the budget in the presence of the minority, which is not what is stipulated in the Constitution. It has to be before the 2/3 of the house. But as the governor passes he passed the last one budget now before the minority this thing. Did they even fall? No. So these are part of the problem with our democracy. And River State, if not taken care of, that will be a threat to the democracy of this nation.
All right, thank you, Doctor. So now, what about talking about the local government election and its aftermath? What can you say about it?
But when you look at local government election,
yes,
you see, when we are still talking about the federal might and the state power and the state might.
Yes.
You notice during the local government election, the governor perceived, that these people appears to be smart, and they also play smarter. You know, there's an emergence of a new political party called APP, and those APP, you know, we have the FCT minister is saying is still under the flagship of PDP.
Yes.
The governor of the state is still under the flagship of PDP. But at federal level, the FCT minister is still making do with the APC. At state level, Governor Fubara also devised means to also pitch his tent with APP. So they will say those who won those elections were PDP members. So now we now have APC PDP. No, we have PDP APC. We have PDP APP. The then governor is PDP APC. The current governor is PDP APP. So most of the seats that were won at that local government were APP. APP members.
Wow.
Except for maybe one local government.
So that means the current governor is
the then governor noticed that, okay, I wouldn't say he was the one who orchestrated the burning of those local government local government secretariat. I wouldn't say that, because we have to speak to facts.
Yes.
But the point is, the child died yesterday. I mean, the baby cried or whatever. We know that it was not the one who cried yesterday that killed the one of today.
Yes.
So there's a hand of those who were really forestalling trouble in that state, to make sure that the state is not stable. And that's what happened. That's why you saw that after the emergence of those chairmen, what happened? Burning of the local government commenced. They burned virtually most of the to the even the recently built local government. I think that of Ikwere local was burnt to they were all burnt to
ashes.
Yeah. So this were part of the rubrics and
all right, thank you for that, Doctor. Now, what is the way forward?
Now, the way forward is for the power that be to weigh into the matter.
Okay, if I may, before you know, when you're talking about power now, there's a law that says you never outshine your master. Do you think this Governor Fubara is outshining his master?
There's nothing like outshining the master. This is a different. For crying out loud, we have the then we have past governors who have successfully installed successors for themselves. Good example is that of Ebonyi, the then governor Dave Umahi.
Yes. We
have so many. Well, I think this is not the issue of outshining the master, considering the fact that the then Governor Nyesom Wike, has had his own time in office. So I think it's high time he relinquish power, and he should let go of Rivers State. And again, Governor Sim Fubara should learn what we call should learn how to be a good leader. He should try to see how he can rally around the then leaders, not just. We have so many viable leaders in that state. I mean, leaders who have ruled that, who have really governed that state for, who has had their own time. Like we have the then Governor Peter Odili.
Okay.
And we have so many notable stakeholders in that state too. You should learn to rally, to converse with them, so that they will talk to the incumbent Federal Capital Territory Minister, so that, like I said, when two elephants are fighting, there's a grass that suffers.
Yes. All right. So now, what's the way forward out of this political
crisis? The way forward is
Rivers State.
I've always been saying this for the often time, that power is transient, and again, everything must be done for the interest of the people, not personal interest. Soldier goes, soldier comes. Barracks still remain.
Yes.
In Nyesom Wike, the then Governor Nyesom Wike was then governor of the state. He has served his term, and he's out of office. The incumbent Governor Sim Fubara will also, serve his own time now, and will be out of office. But what happened to the people of Rivers State? Governance is of essence. When it's not servers at one due, it is the people that suffers. So, to conclude, is that the both they are both the then governor, the incumbent stakeholder. And the incumbent governor, they are both stakeholder in the state, and they must shield their sword for the sake of the people. Again, like I said, Governor Wike should serve his term. He should let go. And if you think he still has a whole lot of influence, you cannot change the ballot through the gun or through anything. It has to be. You cannot change the government through the gun, through the guns and whatsoever. It has to be through the ballot. Yes. So another 4 years, we will come. If you think you still have a whole lot of influence, gather your people, present somebody to support. But just allow this incumbent governor to breathe, for crying out loud.
Let him breathe.
Allow him to breathe, so that he can serve the people of Rivers State. He can serve them with good dividends of democracy. So, and again, another viable way forward is for the power that be. They must weigh in. Like I said, Governor Wike is the incumbent FCT minister. He's subservient to the president, and his state is a microcosm in the. It's an outlet in the federation. He's a federating member, also subservient to the president. I think it is high time the president will call two of them, talk to them. That's what we call the father figure role. Okay. Talk to them, so that people of Rivers State can start enjoying the dividends of democracy. Yes. Because for the past 1 or 2 years, Rivers State has been the epicenter of violence in this country. Yes. If it is not burning of local government, it is local government division. We have two divided. We have Jumbo House led. Jumbo led House of Assembly. We have Amewele led House of Assembly. Even the judiciary, you will see all manner of altercation here and there. So that is not the way to go. The way to go is to make sure like I said, we have stakeholder. The then president also, President Jonathan Goodluck, the wife, President Jonathan, is from that particular area too. So she's also a stakeholder. We have notable names like the likes of Pastor David Ibiyome. He's a respectable man in that state too.
River State.
Yeah, in River State. We have so many, like I mentioned, Governor Peter Odili, even all the then governors, Governor Rotimi Amaechi, Governor Peter Odili, even the incumbent FCT minister, they have to come together. They have to come to the round table. And that's why it's so painful, just to digress a little bit, that the war in Gaza between the Israeli and Palestinians still lingers. Because all wars, eventually they are all settled at the round table. To the extent that even the war is escalating. It has escalated into the Hezbollah in Beirut, in Lebanon, and what's it called? Even Iran sending ballistic missiles into Israel. Just to digress a little bit.
Yes.
But like I said, they should come to the round table to discuss the issue, so it is settled once and for all.
All right, thank you, Doctor. And just like you've heard him say, we have to come to a conclusion. We have to discuss these terms and conditions for the benefit of the people of River State. So there you have it on today's episode of the political crisis in River State. Thank you for having us, Doctor. And till next time, I remain your humble host, Abiola Michael. Bye for now.